I'm going to place my Dominar on a hibernation mode. Recently I broke my fifth metacarpal bone, and because of which I'm not able to ride my motorcycle for a pretty long time. Doctor suggested I must take rest approximately around 2 months, and until then I can't even ride, and even after that I might not be able to ride for a couple of months. So because of which I decided to hibernate my motorcycle, and I'll exactly show you how to keep your motorcycle stored for a longer time without causing any corrosions or damage. Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel, and in this video let's see how to store your motorcycle for a longer time step by step. The first step is your motorcycle battery itself. Especially for all the motorcycle that is running on all electrical components for BS6 and above, it is the best practice to keep your batteries in check while you do an hibernation. For this case in Dominar, I have a lot of electrical components and additional accessories running, and if you keep it for a long time and if you're not turning on your motorcycle, it might lead to a battery drain, and for longer term it might lead to a dead battery. So for the first step that I would like to do here is open the seat, both rider and the pillion, and get access to the battery in case of Dominar. Here I'm disconnecting only the negative terminal, and that's more than enough. Disconnecting the negative terminal will cut off power supply for all the electrical components, and this way we can save the battery for a longer time. And it is also suggested you can keep a motorcycle running at least once every couple of weeks, and that should even keep your battery charged for a longer time. Alternatively, you can also do one thing: just turn on your motorcycle every 7 days and keep it in idle for at least 10 minutes. This way your motorcycle will get power from the alternator and keep it charged and doesn't drain over time. But if you're not able to do it, it is best practice to disconnect the negative terminal and connect it back when you want to turn on your motorcycle. Alright, we have taken care of the electrical components. Now let's move on to the hardwares. Whenever you keep your motorcycle unridden for a longer time, one of the most affected internal components of your motorcycle is your clutch stack. And yes, this most ignored one, and if you keep it unridden for a longer time, your clutch stack can stick together and doesn't have any lubrication, which might lead to a slipping clutch or a jerky clutch. So now, in order to prevent all these issues from happening in future, what you need to do is, it's a simple hack. Just take some couple of zip tags, pull your clutch lever entirely till you touch the handlebar, and then tag it along. By doing this, you're separating the clutch stack internally and it doesn't stick onto each other, and this way you can store your motorcycle for a longer time. A quick tip is to keep something on your handlebars itself, so while you zip tag it, it doesn't damage your grips and it can last for a longer time too. While you're keeping your motorcycle idle for a long time, one more component that might turn out to be bad is your tires. So it's best to keep your tires in check and check if it has appropriate air pressure, and if it's not, just top it up. And also it's recommended to keep your motorcycle on paddock stand if it doesn't have a center stand, and if you have a center stand, keep it on that. And in my case, I don't have a paddock stand and also I don't have a center stand. So people who are in my situation have no other option apart from moving around your motorcycle for a couple of turns so that your tires will have a different point of rest while it is in standing still position. Now it's a best idea to also check your chains, and if it's dry, it's best recommended to clean your chain and lube it around so that it doesn't rust over time and seize itself while you're not using your motorcycle. And the next best practice is to clean your motorcycle before you hibernate. If your motorcycle is collected with dirt and grime, this best practice is to clear it out and make it in a pristine good condition while you store it so that it can be prevented against the rodent attacks. And trust me, you don't want that. Any rodent attacks on electrical components can entirely ruin your motorcycle, so it's best practice to keep it clean so that no rats or any other rodents attack your motorcycle while you're storing it for a longer term. One of the most important thing regarding your fuel tank is to add some fuel additives while you're storing it, and also ensure that your fuel tank is completely filled up so that there is no air gap so it doesn't oxidize on a greater level. While you already know that we are all running on E20 fuel, it reacts with the oxygen in the air and create oxidized layers which can clog up your fuel filters and fuel injectors. And also if you start your motorcycle, it can also ruin your fuel pump. So it's best to top up your fuel tank completely and then store it for a longer time, and as an additional bonus, add some fuel additive which can prevent corrosions and also keep your fuel lines in check. One more optional thing that you can do is lubricate all your pivot points while you store it so that it doesn't create any corrosions or collect dirt on grime over a longer period of time, and also cover your motorcycle with a proper motorcycle cover which can keep it clean for a longer time. This is all I have done to keep my motorcycle stored in a hibernated mode for a longer time, and if you people think I have missed something, comment down below so that I can do it on my motorcycle. Now, if you people find this video interesting enough and if you people like the content, do consider subscribing to Archeonix and follow me on Instagram for more such interesting content.